Hey everybody, it's Martha. Welcome back. This is day 12. We're zipping right along, aren't we? Of the 100-day project and my 100 hearts. So today I'm just using a piece of denim. This is from a pair of jeans that were irreparable, unrepairable from Tony. So I am going to do these little fabric circles that will act like flowers, sort of, kind of. And I think I'm going to do, I don't know, just a back stitch maybe for the stems. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to keep it simple, you know, the keep it simple thing, but yeah, not sure. Oops, that's not what I want. Not sure I'm doing a very good job of that. So anyway, I hope this finds you all well. I have a different setup. We took the table out of here, the shaky table, and put a upholstered chair in here. Sorry, you know, the brain, it just doesn't work like it used to. Put an upholstered chair in here that used to be in the sunroom. And we have wicker furniture that we can put in the sunroom to sit in. We don't sit in the sunroom all that often anymore. When I was working there previously and all my junk journaling stuff was in there and everything, yeah, that was a different story. It was a mess. It was a mess, and I just felt like it took away from the enjoyment of the sunroom. Tony never wanted to sit in there. He doesn't sit in there much unless I'm in there doing something. So we took this chair and we brought it in here. We have had this chair forever, let me tell you. And Tony was never that comfortable sitting in it. It was in our... I'm trying to decide. You know, I gotta have leaves. Because otherwise it just doesn't, you know, sit right with me. But I think I'm going to keep them simple. So, yeah. Anyway, so we got him a new chair. And when I thought I was done with all the junk journaling stuff, we packed it all up into boxes. And, excuse me, okay, we're good. And, I still have it. It's just, you know, not out anymore. It's accessible. But, for now, it's just put away. I don't know what I'll do with it all. So, yeah. So we, moved stuff around this morning. When I told Tony I thought there was a better way. And so this way, I'm just working on my lap. I'm not using my little footstool, but I think I'm going to have to. It sits a little better, a little bit higher for you all to see. And if I have my knee surgery, I'll probably have to sit in this chair sometimes anyway, so it's probably better that it's in the bedroom. If I'm really uncomfortable or can't get in and out of the bed or whatever. Yeah, sounds pleasant, doesn't it? Can you hear the birds singing? It is such a gorgeous day today. I don't know about you. I don't know where you are. I hope you're having decent weather. Poor Robin. Hi, Robin. If you're watching, I know it's cold where you are because you just sent me an email. It's 37 where you are. It's got to be at least 65 here today. And the sun is out, there's a breeze blowing, and it's gorgeous. And on, I think there's a couple of days coming up where they're talking about snow showers in the morning. I'm like, seriously? You know, February was nicer than March was. Or is turning out to be, I should say. March hasn't barely begun. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, definitely We had some beautiful days in February. I mean, I know I'm in the South. I get it. But I'm not in the far South. I mean, Virginia is below the Mason-Dixon line, but it's not that far south. But this is the time of the year. I know in Maine they had a big snowstorm. And for me, it's a little late in the year for snowstorms. They hardly had any snow before Christmas, I think. I'm pretty sure. And now, you know, they're having a big old snowstorm. So, yeah. It's funny, we talk about moving north, but when it's like this here, this time of year, I tell Tony, like, we can't beat it. We really can't. So, I hope you are all doing well. I know I'm not going to get anywhere with that length of thread, so, yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and that it's not horrible where you are. And yeah, I have there's a sliding glass door in this bedroom. We have 3 huge sliding glass doors in this house. One from the living room to the sunroom, one from the sunroom to the deck, and one from the primary bedroom to the deck. So I have that door open, but it faces southwest, mostly west. And let me tell you, in the afternoons when it's hot out, and today's not hot by any means, it's like 65, but when that sun comes beating through, it gets hot in this room. So I have blackout curtains in here, and yeah, it's something. It's something, all right. It's something. So, it's, the breeze is blowing in. I have a side window open in here to kind of try and get a cross breeze. Ooh, this is nice working on this denim. It's like you don't have all these extra layers like I'm doing on the other backgrounds. When I start with a background and then add all those layers of fabric. You don't have to mess with all that. Just a nice heavy denim. It's very seldom we go through clothing around here and wear it out. Excuse me. As I've said before, I think my weight's always going up and down. Hopefully from now on it'll only go down or stay the same. But when Tony was working on the farm, he was like old MacDonald, you know. And oopsies. Yeah. Well, I didn't like where that stem was anyway. That part of the stem. And so he'd go through jeans a lot faster because he was always outside doing something. Cleaning the pastures, cleaning the barn, cleaning the horses. So, yeah, he'd go through jeans and clothes a lot faster than he does now. And I can't tell you the last time I wore out a pair of jeans. I was probably a kid. And that was a long time ago. So, because when I would outgrow clothes or I'd lose weight, I'd want to get rid of all my fat clothes. You know, fat clothes being the clothes that fit me when I was fatter. And so I'm working hard. Well, that's a lie. I'm not working hard. I'm trying not to gain weight back. Let's put it that way. Hopefully if I can get my knee fixed, I can work hard at trying to lose some weight and not gain any back, but get it going in the other direction maybe. So, well, that was quick and easy, wasn't it? All right, what do I want to use? I think I want to use white, and I didn't pull any white out. Let's see. Do I have some white? Oh, I do have some white here. I have some white in my box. So I think I am just going to... So right now I have an upholstered chair with a tray table next to me. A wooden tray table. TV watching tray table. And I have the camera arm on there. And my lamp on there. And I don't know if you can hear the golfers hitting golf balls in the background. Some of them are so loud. They're just rude. So I gotta see which way. I think I like it this way. The white in the center. I just love this idea of the... However, now that I think about it, I was just going to put a French knot in the middle, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Because if this gets used as a patch, these will probably curl up and be kind of funky looking. So I think I am going to do something a little different, just to tack them down a bit, maybe. This design has been in process for probably at least a half an hour before you started watching. So, okay. So I think what I'm going to do now, do I just want to tack it around the edges and use another color for the center? Oh, decisions. I have an idea in my head, but I'm not sure it's going to work. Can you hear the wheels turning? You know what? I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a smaller needle, hopefully. Just because I think that's probably the smallest I'm going to get. I think I am going to tack the edges of these down. Boy, talk about changing your mind 1,500 times, right? Okay. This needle's probably too thick. It's leaving a bigger hole than I would like. But that's okay. Okay, that's the fastest golf cart I've ever seen going down the golf course. Yikes. There are speed limits around here, but the golf course, the golf cart path, it's been busy today. All the people are out playing golf. The men, the women, young, old. Well, I'm not thrilled with doing it this way, but I think this might end up, end up being a patch at some point. I think it'd make a really cool patch. So I think for that, the sake of the fact that you want to make sure it doesn't fall apart when you're washing your jeans or a jacket or whatever, you probably wouldn't want it to fall apart. So we are going to ensure there's less chance of that. I won't guarantee that it wouldn't fall apart. We are going to try to make it so it doesn't fall apart. Guaranteed for 10 washes. Maybe. We hope. Oop! After that, the warranty runs out. We've had the weirdest thing happening with our car. It's kind of hilarious in one way. So our car's like, I don't know, 6 years old or something, 7 years old maybe. Anyway, so we, it's a hatchback. And so, uh-oh, I just dropped my other thicker needle. So the hatchback has 4 ways of opening it, actually. You can use your key fob, or you can use a button that's under the handle. There's like an indentation on the outside of the door, and there's a button under there. There's a sensor underneath, so you stick your leg out and wave it underneath the back of the car, and it's supposed to open up. Notice I said supposed to. And there's a button to push on the inside of the car. Well, the sensor underneath the car hasn't been working. And Tony did a bunch of research, and he looked up, you know, where other people said they had this problem with this particular car. And he did some, you know, all kinds of online research and stuff. Called the car people. They didn't have any suggestions other than bring it in and we'll figure out what's going on. And if you need a replacement, you know, it might take a couple days to get it, blah, blah, blah. So one of the suggestions was that you lubricate the where it connects, where the hatchback connects to the base of the automobile. So he did that, and then what else did he do? So he's been trying it, and I suggested, you know, he goes out into the garage and tries it without holding on to the key fob. And I said, I think you have to have the key fob in your hand when you're trying to open the trunk, or, you know, in my case, I have it in my purse. But I know that even unlocking the car, sometimes I cannot get the door to open if my purse, if the key fob in my purse, if my purse isn't facing the door and within several inches of it. So I said, try it. So it works better when you have the key fob close. It definitely works better. But it's still, it's like sometimes the sensor underneath the car works, sometimes it doesn't. So today we went and got a few groceries because our schedule is off. We usually go on Fridays and Mondays or Tuesdays. And because when you eat fresh food, you're constantly replacing your fruit and your vegetables and all that. So, and most of our diet is plant-based, you know, fresh food. Some of it's canned, some of it's boxed, some of it's bagged, but for the most part, this needle is not the right one. It's very thick. So, you know, like we eat avocados every day, and they tend to get overripe really fast, so you can't buy too many ahead of time. So we usually go twice a week. Plus, you know, gives us something to go out and do. So we went out shopping today because tomorrow we're going to go see Blue, our horse. And so we went shopping and we come out from the store and I'm putting groceries away. Now I'm short. Like I'm 5'1". Used to be 5'2". I'm 5'1". And so I'm putting groceries into the trunk of the car. And so Tony's helping. He goes to put a bag in. He lifts the third bag up. We put stuff in the cooler bag with ice packs. We had some frozen peas and stuff like that. And so I moved away from the trunk to get in the car. He had one bag left and I moved away from the car. And somehow my foot went underneath the car and the sensor triggered and the trunk closed before Tony could get the third bag in there. Now this trunk has closed on me, like whacked me in the head, closed on me before when I stand underneath it because I have to put my feet underneath the car in order to reach into the trunk, the hatchback, back of the car. So I'm by the side door opening it up to get in and I notice the back door closing, but he's standing there with one bag of groceries in his hand. And I looked at him and just started laughing. We started laughing at each other. Like, we can't get the sensor to work when we want it to work. But because I reached under the car with my feet to reach into the trunk and then walked away, meanwhile, the trunk is closing on him. So it was just, I mean, I guess she had to be there, but it was kind of funny. It's like, you know, you can't work when we want you to work, but you're going to work when you're not supposed to work. Nobody told you to close. I like that. See, I like that better. I should have done that with the white one. But you can't really see the white one. I mean, you can't really see the stitches that much unless you get really, really close. So that was kind of humorous. That was our giggle for this morning. And, yeah. So we came home, put everything away. And it was lunchtime by then. So I made salad, and we have homemade soup that we have every day. I won't eat soup when it's hot. Tony eats soup all year round. I cannot eat soup when it's hot. It's like, I can't. I mean, today I was already sweating. And I mean, if I'm sweating when it's 65, you know. Oops, that knot isn't strong enough or big enough. Plus, I think I just tore through the fabric. Come on, cooperate, will you? Nope, you're not going to cooperate. Well, there's 3 knots in there now. I think I need to go a little further. Really? Like, seriously? See, this is the kind of day I'm having. The trunk closes when it's not supposed to on Tony's head. Almost. He saw it coming. Yeah. So and Tony got up. He wasn't in the best of moods. We were supposed to go out and see Blue today. He's like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel good. My leg hurt overnight. He's got some nerve stuff going on because he's got a bad back. And I cannot get him to go see a pain specialist. Because he doesn't want to take a bunch of drugs. And he doesn't want to get a bunch of shots. Which I don't blame him. I don't want to get my knee surgery either. But I also don't want to be so incapacitated every day in so much pain that I can't do anything anymore. I can go grocery shopping and then I'm done for the day. So, and we're trying to plan our little trip that we want to take to Alexandria, which is Northern Virginia. It's about an hour and a half away from where we live now, depending on what part you want to get to. But anyway, we're a couple hours. We're like 70 miles south of DC. So we want to go to Alexandria, and we want to go see Woodlawn Plantation is where that fiber needlework show is ongoing from March 1st to March 31st. So it's called Woodlawn Plantation. It's up at, that's not right. It's near Mount Vernon. And so we want to go up there. There's also a needlework shop right up that way, but they don't have their hours posted. They said their hours change weekly or whatever. And so I need to call them tomorrow and find out what hours they have open, or they are open. There's a creative recycle and reuse center that I want to stop at. And there's Artistic Artifacts, which sells Sue Spargo threads. So if you're interested, you can look up Artistic Artifacts online. They have an online shop, and they have cantha quilts sometimes, and they have quilting fabrics, and they sell sewing machines, and they have all kinds of mixed media supplies. It's a cute little shop, and I could spend $1,000 easily in there. I could spend a couple $100 easily in there. I try not to. But I want to go there. And the Creative Reuse and Recycling Center is like a craft recycling center. And I've never been to that. And that's like real close by to Artistic Artifacts. And then Tony wants to go see the Army Museum. And we can't find the days that we wanted to go. We wanted to go the week of, like the 17th is a Friday. Well, there's like 2 days in there. They're talking about snow showers in the morning, rain and snow showers and nasty weather. And it's supposed to be very cold overnight, like below freezing. And not that warm during the day, but it is supposed to be above freezing. And our van is winterized. We have to winterize it in the winter so the pipes don't freeze. And then we have leaks all over the floor. We don't want that, you know? Not a good thing. Not a good scenario. Okay. Alrighty. So I did that. I wish I'd done the white one like I did those two, but that's okay. Like I said, you really can't tell much. So I want to add a little something else to it. So I think I'm going to use, this one's really thick. I have somewhere, I've changed all my stuff around, so I can't really, I'm so confused again. Oh, yeah. That's thinner, right? This is Steph Francis 5, and that's an 8. So the 8 is thinner than the 5. I want a little more color in here. So we're going to use this. Hope I can get this through this needle because my other needle fell on the floor and it would not be easy for me to get. Come on, behave. Work with me. So yes, like we can't de-winterize the van if we're going to have several nights of freezing weather. So we're a little frustrated because we want to go spend like 3 nights up there. But on top of that, the expense for the campsites is ridiculous. Like, it's like $56 a night. I mean, Jiminy Cricket. It's cheaper than a hotel, but still. And if I can't, like, do dishes... Okay, should I do one not there or more than one? I'll try 3. I don't want it to overwhelm what's supposed to be the little flower. I just went right up through that other knot. That was dumb. Okay, let's see how this turns out. And I can't do the dishes, and we don't eat out because we're eating plant-based foods and diets, and there are no vegan places in this area at all that I have found. And we don't want to spend the extra money to eat out when we're already spending that money on, you know, going to these places, because you have to pay for tickets for I believe for the Needlework show, you have to pay for tickets. And you don't have to pay for the Army Museum. But heck, if I go to Artistic Artifacts and the other needlework place and the Creative Reuse Center, I'm probably going to spend money. I'm probably going to find things I want. And, you know, so we gotta, I mean, we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner at home most of the time. The only place we go out to eat anymore, and we get it to go and bring it home most of the time, unless it's nice enough to sit outside and eat, is a place called Cava, C-A-V-A. And they are starting to spread up and down the East Coast, but they started in Maryland. And I believe it was Maryland. And they have really fresh food. I like that. See the 3 different colors? I have to say the Steph Francis threads, her hand-dyed threads, are absolutely gorgeous. Like, you really can't find this kind of coloration change. See how fast that changes color? I mean, heck, you just don't find that in the other threads that I have found anywhere in the US. So I would love to dye my own threads, so I might try and get into that this year. I don't know, we'll see. It's time consuming. But we shall see. It's not hard. You just buy white cotton thread and some Rit dye, and you can ice dye it, or you can traditional dye it, paint on the different colors. It's not hard, just time consuming. And a lot of standing on our basement floor. Oh, I did not. That's not in the right place. Now I feel like I have to put another one in there. Really close in. So it looks right. Come on, Martha. So yeah. We'll see. But it's got to be warm enough for us to go. I mean, we could go do all the other things in April without a problem. Uh-oh. I know that's going to turn into a problem here. Sorry, I'm mumbling. I know we could go do the other things we want to do, but the only time this needlework show is on is from March 1st to March 31st. And I was hoping to get in to see that. I don't know how good or bad it is, but if y'all want a link just to see what it's about, just ask in the comments and I can put a link in my next video. But if you're not in the area, it doesn't really do you any good to see it unless you just want to look it up. mean, they're not selling anything from it, I don't think, so. I'm not sure. Some of the stuff might be, you might be able to purchase some things there. I'm not sure. I have to go and see. And if I can, I would like to try and video it for you. Let's see if that video goes over well. I'd like to video all the places. Come on. I want it to go right. Oof. Somebody is having a coughing fit in one of the houses that is across the golf course. I can hear her coughing all the way over here. Ew. Keep your germs to yourself, lady. Well, that's interesting. The blue ones worked there, the magenta and yellow worked there, and the purple, yellow, and green worked there. I like it. Okay. I'm happy with that. I don't think I'm going to do... I was thinking of doing seed stitch, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I think it's got enough on it. Like I was going to just do seed stitches in here, but I don't think it needs it. So there's my heart. This is day 12. Let me know what you think. It was simple, pretty easy, quick, 30 minutes, 36. Would have been faster if I wasn't trying to talk and sew. So thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. I love you all. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thanks for hanging out with me. That's the part I appreciate the most. If I inspired you, that's even better. Talk to you later. See you tomorrow, maybe. Not sure when I'll be back with the next video. But if I can keep them simple and stress-free, that's what I'll do. Love y'all. Bye.